Thank you for joining Larimer County 101 this year. I'm Interim County Manager Lorinda Volker. I'm here to talk to you about the county, our community, and our organization, the government structure, including some of the wrinkles in that structure, and the current initiatives and challenges, including our strategic plan and the state and local fiscal recovery funds that have come to our community. Larimer County is just over 2,600 square miles. We're a large county with a current population of 375,616. The municipalities that fall within the county include Fort Collins, Loveland, Estes Park, Wellington, a portion of Timnath, Berthoud, Windsor, and Johnstown. This slide includes interesting information about Larimer County. You'll notice with the 2022 assessed valuation, there's a subtraction line for something called a TIF district. A TIF district is typically formed by a municipality to benefit some sort of development. The impact to the county is that property values are typically frozen at the year the district was formed and do not rebound to the county until the year the district ends. The Budget Office can talk to you more about how this affects the county's revenues and expenditures. The current mill levy for 2022 is 21.675 mills. That excludes the 0.75 mills voters approved for Foothills Gateway. The county employs roughly 2,000 employees, which equates to about 5 positions for every 1,000 residents. On average, approximately 100 positions are vacant at any given time across the county organization. The county's net operating budget for 2022 is $326.7 million. The total budget for the county is $649.7 million. That includes capital projects, disaster recovery, and other non-operational accounts. The county is made up of 5 general service areas: public safety, human and economic health, community planning, infrastructure and resources, public records and information, and strategic leadership and administrative services. This is the Larimer County organizational chart. It demonstrates that our community members are at the top in all things we do. The Board of County Commissioners hires 2 employees, the county attorney and the county manager. The external auditor also reports to the Board of County Commissioners. The county manager oversees 4 major service areas directly or indirectly. Those include community justice alternatives, which is our alternative sentencing and community corrections departments, community planning, infrastructure and resources, which includes our community development department, engineering, natural resources, the ranch, road and bridge, and solid waste. Our human and economic health service area includes economic and workforce development, human services, cooperative extension, health and environment, and our behavioral health services. And finally, our support services area includes facilities, financial services, fleet, human resources, and information technology. In addition to the 3 commissioners, we also have 7 other elected officials. We have a coroner, a district attorney, a sheriff, a clerk and recorder, an assessor, a treasurer, and a surveyor. Each of these officials are independent elected offices and do not report to the Board of County Commissioners. A further organizational wrinkle is that the district attorney actually represents the 8th Judicial District, which is comprised of Larimer and Jackson counties. Similarly, the Cooperative Extension Office is a partnership with Colorado State University. Some employees in Extension work for CSU and some work for Larimer County. The Department of Health and Environment is actually governed by a Board of Health per Colorado statute. The Board of County Commissioners appoints the Board of Health, who appoints the Public Health Director. Although we're an organization that has a lot of wrinkles, we're also an organization that values collaboration. County departments and elected offices work closely together to serve our community in an effective, efficient, and inclusive way. For example, our support services departments provide services to all county departments and elected offices alike. Because we share these services, each department and office does not have to provide similar services within their own structure. Now that you've heard a bit about the county and the organizational structure, let's talk about some of our initiatives. In 2018, work began on our current strategic plan. Data was gathered, surveys were conducted, and small group meetings were held with residents and leaders. The result was the 2019 to 2023 strategic plan. At a high level, the county's vision and mission statements were reviewed. Larimer County's vision is to be a great place to be, an innovative community to live, work, and play for everyone. The mission is to uphold and advance the community's health, safety, well-being, and quality of life. Larimer County also operates under 6 guiding principles. Our goal is to add value to the lives of our community members today and in the future by being good stewards of public resources, promoting innovation, adaptability, and committing to continuous improvement, providing consistent quality customer service, empowering people to take responsibility, cultivating inclusive and collaborative partnerships, and being a fulfilling, enjoyable, and inclusive place to work. We're proud to say that these guiding principles are not simply something in a book or that hangs upon a wall. These principles are embedded into the county performance evaluation system, our reward system, and discussed frequently at county meetings. The county's strategic plan includes 3 goals. Goal number 1 pertains to physical infrastructure. The Commissioner Liaison for this goal is Commissioner Jody Shattuck McNally. There are 4 objectives under this goal. The first objective deals with regional transportation. The second objective pertains to solid waste infrastructure. The third objective has to do with rural infrastructure, including broadband. And the fourth objective has to do with watershed management. Goal number 2 focuses on programs and services. The Commissioner Liaison for goal number 2 is Commissioner John Kafalis. There are 4 objectives under this goal. The first objective has to do with measuring and mapping community health, well-being, and resilience. The second objective pertains to employment rates for residents with disabilities. The third objective aims to increase capacity for childcare in our community. And the fourth objective pertains to housing. The third and final goal in the strategic plan has to do with evolving county government for future needs. The Commissioner Liaison for this goal is Commissioner Kristen Stevens. This goal includes 5 objectives. The first objective has to do with reducing square footage needs in our facilities. The second objective pertains to identifying the critical differences needed in the county's workforce to better serve the community in the future. The third objective pertains to adapting service delivery methods to meet future needs. The fourth objective pertains to leveraging current data owned by the county to better meet community needs. And the fifth objective includes a need to develop an environmental responsibility policy within county government. More information about the county's strategic plan can be found on our website, larimer.org. The next major initiative is the American Rescue Plan Act and the $69.3 million in state and local fiscal recovery funds allocated to Larimer County. Commissioners are committed to prioritizing projects that create transformational change for our community and to leveraging other funding sources by collaborating with state, municipal, nonprofit, and philanthropic partners. The county was able to be reimbursed for $36.5 million in lost revenue for 2020 and 2021. Although these funds can be used for any purpose, The county intends to use them for projects that will benefit communities most disproportionately impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. This slide demonstrates how the funds have been allocated thus far. The red slice indicates that $4.6 million has already been spent. This is largely based on the small grant program that businesses and nonprofits could apply for as a result of COVID-19. The yellow $12.8 million slice is similarly allocated and not spent, related to those same small grants for businesses and nonprofits, as well as a $2 million set aside for a broadband project partnering with Poudre Valley REA. This project would bring rural communities faster internet broadband in a partnership and reduce cost because Poudre Valley REA is already working in those areas. An additional $10.2 million has been set aside for other broadband projects and matching funds that may be required to bring broadband to rural areas in our community. The county also has an opportunity to expand our behavioral health campus using a separate fund from the state. The Board of County Commissioners has set aside $10 million in matching funds for that grant should the county be successful. The remaining $31.7 million is yet to be allocated. 9 key areas with projects have been identified for potential funding. The first has already been discussed, and that is expediting construction of Phase 2 of the county's behavioral health facility that will be focused on providing services to youth. The second is construction of a shelter for youth ages 12 to 18 who are unable to find permanent or foster care housing. This would include counseling and other services in addition to housing for this at-risk population. The county would not take the lead on this project, but may very well be a partner. 2 projects are being explored that would identify affordable housing with on-site childcare and, in one case, an adjacent community center. We know that affordable housing is an acute need in the county, especially in mountainous areas where a significant workforce is necessary for the tourism industry. Again, the county would not take the lead on this project, but could be a partner. The availability and affordability of quality childcare continues to be an issue in Larimer County. This project would construct a childcare facility with the goal of greatly expanding the supply of, and therefore reducing the cost of, quality childcare options within the county. While the county may not take the lead on this project, commissioners are interested in being a partner. Commissioners did make a contribution toward the preservation of a mobile home park in Fort Collins, where the supply of affordable housing is especially acute. Mobile home park residents were able to receive grants and loans from various organizations across the community to purchase the mobile home park that was up for sale. The county may also have $1 million in grant funding available to nonprofit organizations that would expand access to health and economic support benefits. These ideas are being explored. As discussed previously, the county has taken a role of convener in the broadband space and has partnered with our municipal broadband providers to make broadband possible to the home, especially in rural and underserved areas. $12 million has been set aside for high-speed broadband access to our underserved communities. $2.3 million in water and sewer projects have been identified that will improve water quality at parks and open spaces, mobile home parks in or near Fort Collins and in the town of Berthoud, and other projects to improve public safety, including an additional prosecution position in the Office of the District Attorney and a position to expand pretrial intake and supervision, have been identified. Work continues on the use of these funds for these key prioritized projects and others that may arise. Thank you for taking the time to go through this slideshow ahead of the in-person Larimer 101 class. I look forward to meeting you all and answering any questions. My contact information is here, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all soon.